Standard 9 Chemistry Structure of Atom. Topic: History of Studies on Atomic Structure. The structure of atom has been revealed through the tireless efforts of many scientists. The experiments and findings of the following scientists contributed significantly to understand the structure of atom. Those scientists are Sir Humphrey Davy, Michael Faraday, Heinrich Geissler, Julius Plucker, William Crookes, Eugen Goldstein, William Roentgen, J. Thomson, Ernest Rutherford, and James Chadwick. Let us see the contributions of these scientists one after another. Sir Humphrey Davy. By using electricity, Sir Humphrey Davy isolated many elements from compounds: potassium, sodium, calcium, magnesium, strontium, barium, and boron are some among them. He conducted experiments which involved the passage of electricity through liquids. On the basis of these experiments, he understood the presence of electric charges in substances. He established that there are two types of charges, positive charge and negative charge, and it is these electric charges that enable a substance to react with another substance. Next is Michael Faraday. Michael Faraday is known as the father of electricity. From the experiments conducted along with Sir Humphrey Davy, he found that electricity can pass through liquids. It is found that some liquid substances can be separated into their components by passing electric current through them, that is electrolysis. Thereafter, he proposed the laws in connection with this, which is known as the law of electrolysis, and however, they failed to explain the reason behind this process. Next is Heinrich Geissler. In 1857, Heinrich Geissler, the German physicist and glassblower, invented discharge tube, that is vacuum tube. The invention of this revealed that electricity can pass through gases as well. The experiments conducted by Geissler and Plucker accelerated the studies about the nature of substances. Next is Julius Plucker. Electric current passes through gases at a very low pressure. This is known as electric discharge. It was found that if the pressure inside the tube decreases beyond a lower limit during the time of electric discharge, a glow of light will be seen on the sides of glass tubes. If a magnet is placed near the glow, the position of the glow will be changed, and this clearly indicates the presence of electric charge in the rays emerged from the gases in a discharge tube. Next is William Crookes. In 1875, William Crookes conducted some experiments using a modified form of Geissler's discharge tube, which helped in the clarification of the nature of gases. The changes observed in cathode ray tube experiments when pressure is decreased inside the tube and the study of the characteristics of the cathode rays led to these facts. Further studies led to the discovery of the facts such as atoms can be divided and the atoms are made up of extremely minute subatomic particles smaller than atoms. Next is Eugen Goldstein. He was a scientist who recognized the presence of positive charge in gases by conducting the discharge tube experiments. In 1886, he produced anode rays using discharge tube and found the presence of positive charge by studying the feature of anode rays. These experiments and results gave too many evidences to oppose Dalton's atomic theory. Next is William Roentgen. The experiments conducted by William Roentgen using Crookes discharge tube led to the discovery of X-ray on 8 November 1895. He placed an aluminium plate on the path of cathode rays and reflected the rays. A special type of rays emerged which were then called X-rays. Later it continued to be known as X-ray itself. It was an accidental discovery that happened while doing studies on the characteristics of substances. X-ray is widely used in medical science, industry, construction field, etc. Next is J.J. Thomson. J.J. Thomson's experiment helped in changing the ideas about an atom that existed at that time and in framing new concepts. He proved that the rays originating from the cathode are made up of negatively charged particles. He also made it clear that these particles possess mass and energy. When an electric discharge was passed, all the gases gave the same negative particle irrespective of the nature of the gas. Hence, he substantiated that these particles are common to all substances. He proved that they are much smaller particles than the atom and are part of atoms. In 1897, the scientific world approved the discoveries of J.J. Thomson. Thus, it is proved that an atom can be divided. The negatively charged particles in the atom is known as electron. Next is James Chadwick. James Chadwick learned and conducted experiments under the guidance of Rutherford. In 1932, he proved scientifically that inside the nucleus of an atom there are neutral particles having mass equal to that of proton. This chargeless particle is the neutron. The total mass of an atom is concentrated in the nucleus because the particles protons and neutrons that possess mass are in the nucleus. Atoms of all elements are made up of particles, namely electron, proton and neutron. The difference in the number of these particles make an element different from that of others. When we conclude, experiments and findings of the scientists give significant contributions to develop the structure of atom. Those studies showed that the atoms are made up of electrons, protons and neutrons. Atom as a whole is neutral.